What's up, Greg? So we're gonna have
What's
a
up?
little chat. We're gonna have a little chat about your experience the last 90 days and getting those
Yep.
great results. Um, so it's 8.3 kilos down, 1.3 stone. Very, very good. So, um, like before you started the training, like what was the biggest problem you were kind of facing when it came to like, you know, getting healthier and fitter and stuff like that?
Yeah, I mean, well, definitely now after the context of the training, it was definitely my all or nothing attitude, which was really fucking me up. There'd be so much information online that I would basically make this whole plan that I thought I needed to follow, and then be like, okay, let's give it a go. And if I messed up at one of those things, it's like everything else fell to the wayside. So it was really, yeah, just going back and forth, kind of like I was losing a bit of weight from like basically just eating less, but not well, just less. And then it wasn't maintainable. And then I'd start eating more and I'd go back up and back down and back up. So yeah, it was just a mix of like being overwhelmed with all the information. Then yeah, working with you helped refine that.
Cool, cool. What do you think like was the best part of the coaching experience? Like what was the biggest takeaway you had that you learned?
I was expecting it would be like the physical transformation and the physical change, but it was definitely the mental change, like the like thinking differently about things and approaching things differently. Like if I have a day where I'm out with my friends and I have beers, and then like I went to the cinema there like last week, and I had popcorn. I hadn't had popcorn in cinema in so long, and I was like, that's fine. I'll get back onto things tomorrow and just continue from there. So it's not like when you do something wrong, it's starting all over again, but it's gotta have those little bumps in the journey. And instead of beating myself up about it now, it's just like acknowledging that those things happen and not feeling like a robot, being like, I can't do this and I can't have fun and I can't, have a drink with my mates. But again,
Yeah,
yeah, it's like making things in moderation, but also just continuing to exercise.
brilliant, deadly, deadly. So like obviously the results you got was 1.3 stone, 8.3 kilos weight loss. But what other results did you get other than that?
Definitely the biggest thing was fitting into clothes again. Like every bit of clothes I have in my house now, I fit into, which that wasn't the case. I had a pair of jeans that I couldn't even fit over my thighs before, and now they've got a little bit of wiggle room. And I went to the shop to buy new clothes, and I was going back to Ireland to visit my family because I wanted to look presentable for them. And it was actually fun trying on clothes, which was the first time in like years that I even had that mental outlook on it. And I was putting on XL sweaters, for example, and then I was like, "Damn, this is too big on me." And it was a nice feeling. So I feel like the number and everything is nice to see go down, but definitely when I look in the mirror as well, I can see like the change. And in the the before and after photos, I'm definitely like, "Oh damn, yeah!" Like I can see the change, which is nice. But most
Yeah,
importantly, I
like
can feel it, which is great.
deadly, yeah, more energy and stuff. Yeah, like even if the scales don't move for even a
Mm-hmm.
month or 2 months, we know that you're making progress in other ways. Like could be muscle, it could
Yeah,
be just improved health in general.
yeah.
Um, so like who would you recommend to do something like this? Who would you recommend like to try something like a 90-day challenge of coaching like this?
Definitely people who just feel like they're stuck in a loop where they know that they want to make a change and then they keep trying to make a change themselves, but they feel like they keep just going around in a circle. And if you feel like you failed the first kind of sign of failure, then you need a bit of help to get out of that mindset, because I feel like the more you just go around in circle, the more then the next time it seems like a daunting task, because you're like, oh, I failed at that once, I'm going to have to try this again by myself. So just yeah, having someone to like, the accountability is also like a major thing. If you feel like you need accountability, I think it's excellent as well. And also you cut out a lot of the bullshit that I was hearing, which was great because there was so much information that I was like, and I was able to ask you like, what about this, and is this right what I'm hearing? And you kind of just cut to the chase. And it was good to talk about those things on a person to person basis instead of like reading a blog post online and then not being able to ask questions about it, you know? So yeah, definitely people who just want more structure without being a military regime, which you're gonna like be miserable trying to do it, you know? So yeah.
Yeah. What I liked about your mindset change, especially, was that you said, I feel like I finally got a result, obviously, but you feel like you're gonna keep it, and if not,
Oh
build on
yeah.
it. Like I can
Yeah.
see in 3 more months' time, like with like more results, and you know.
Yeah, yeah. Oh, definitely. Like, I mean, even finishing it, there wasn't like finishing up the training. There wasn't a part of me which was like, oh, am I going to yo-yo back or anything like that? It was very much so like I know for a fact that I'll have more results in 3 months' time as well. You know, and because it's not something that I feel like I had to change a lot of my day to day. Like this is my day to day now. You know, and I remember like I heard that before where it was like, you know, it's a lifestyle change. And I was like, oh, you have to completely overhaul your lifestyle, but it's not as dramatic as that. It's just literally changing little things to fit into your lifestyle. And yeah, now it just feels like it's kind of like second nature to do it.
Very good. Slow and steady wins the race. Yeah, deadly.
Exactly.
Yeah, it's been a pleasure to work with you. Thanks very much, and I'd love to kind of hear from you maybe in 3 months, 6 months, catch up and see where you're at. Because what's important really is the after picture. Like it's all well and good,
Yeah.
before and after picture, but like a lot of those really extreme ones don't last, and they're kind of just to get a
Yeah.
picture. But it's a year later or 6 months later that's really important, and that's kind of
Definitely.
the sustainable change that really sticks with people. But yeah, thanks for chatting with us today. Nice one.
Yeah, of course. Yeah. So I'll definitely do that as well. I'll send you updates